This video is part 2 of the text drag and drop question type. So in the previous video, part 1, I showed you how you can easily configure this question in BookWidgets. This video shows you some advanced settings of this question type. Add your question. In the previous video, I showed you how you can easily create groups with a header, so students have to drag and drop words in the right box. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this question type, but students have to drag and drop text on a background image. So the first thing we're going to do after your question is add a background right here. So you can select a background from your computer, you can import one from Google Drive, or you can find one online. So let's say you have an image and the words are already filled out. So this would be too easy for students, they just know all the parts already. So here I want to cover the fields with boxes, and my students have to add those words on the right place. If this image is too small for you, just click on the preview to check that out. If the image is just right, you can keep it like this, so it's really big. It's nice like this. If it's too big or too small, just click on the image, click on Edit Image, and here you can change the size. Click on X to go back. Then, of course, we're going to add fields on top of this image, and these are actually the image groups. So we're going back. And now we're adding our word groups. Instead of 1 or 2 groups with a lot of text that belong inside the box or in that group, I'm going to add a group for each word that my students have to drag and drop on top of the image. So click on Add Word Group. You can just give it a name. So let's start with tail. And of course, the item is just a tail. So this is the word they are going to drag and drop. Then I'm going to choose a position. So click on the image and I'm going to choose a position, and I'm going to do it like this. So my students just see the box and the word will be covered by the box. Click on Done and add another word group. When you're done, click here to go back. And when you click on preview, you will see how this already looks like for your students. Of course, there are some options as well I'm going to show you right away. So in this case, as students see all the words, the items I added here in top. And if I don't do anything about the options, BookWidgets will automatically choose where to put all the boxes, and then it will not be covered on top of the image. You can also see that the group name I added also shows in the boxes. So this is something I don't want for my students. So I click on back and I'm going to change this. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the Dropbox options. First thing, I don't want to show the header because of course the header gives away the name. That's the first thing. Then I have to choose to not automatically position the drop boxes. So I click on Let me specify the position of the drop boxes. So this is what I already did when I added my groups. Then there's the border style. So you could see all the boxes on top of them. So you could say they have a solid line, they have a dotted line, or they have no line at all. Just play with it and see what's best for you. In this case, I really want to show the drop boxes so it could have a line. There's also the background style of the box. So if I want my box to be transparent, I choose it to be transparent. If I want it to be semi-transparent, I choose it to be semi-transparent. Important in this question that I just added is that on the background, so after my boxes, are still the names of my background image. So I don't want my students to see those names. So I click on solid. So it's not see-through and my students will not see what's behind the box. And then you can also choose to only drop on boxes. In this case, that is the best way to go. Of course, if you just show a background image and students can drop text on top of the background image, then you could say that they don't need to drag the text in the specified boxes, but they can just drag it somewhere on top of the image. But I'll keep it like this. I go back. The other thing I have to do is take a look at the scoring options, of course, and here students can score points when all answers are correct, so the complete question should be correct, or they can score points for each correct answer. That's also possible here. Click on preview to see how this looks like for your students. So here you can see that all the names are covered with the boxes, as students know that they can drag and drop these words inside the right box. So let's do this. Let's make a mistake here. Like this. Click on Show Answers to see how this is automatically created. Again, like in any other question in BookWidgets, you can choose that your students have to submit their work first, and then you can still give feedback and return the grades with your feedback and the correction. So you can see what is right and what is wrong. They will get a green box like this. Of course, when your drop zones are a little bit larger, you will see the X and the check mark like here as well.